New York's financial district shimmered under the early sunlight as Laura Bennett stepped into the towering headquarters of Wellsbridge Capital. Her simple blue cardigan and worn leather purse contrasted sharply with the polished marble floors and designer suits around her. Still, she moved with quiet determination. Approaching the reception desk, she spoke softly but clearly, "I just want to see my balance." The receptionist hesitated, confused. No one came to a major investment firm for something so basic. Yet Laura insisted she had an appointment arranged through a letter she'd received. Within minutes, the unusual request reached Patrick Harlow, the firm's sharp, wealthy CEO known for his impatience and dry humor. Curiosity won. He agreed to meet her, partly amused and partly wanting to see what kind of person walked into a corporate tower just to check an account balance. When Laura entered his spacious top-floor office, Patrick leaned back in his chair with a dismissive smile. "You came all the way here for that. There are easier ways to check an account." Laura simply handed him a sealed envelope. "They said it must be verified manually. The account is unusual." Patrick chuckled, expecting a minor issue. But the moment he opened his laptop and typed in her details, the smile froze. Patrick's confidence evaporated the moment the numbers appeared on his screen. He leaned forward, blinking hard, then refreshed the system twice as if a glitch might correct itself. But nothing changed. The balance remained $427 million, not in investments or long-term portfolios, but fully liquid and untouched. He straightened slowly, his earlier amusement gone. "This can't be right. Where did this come from?" he asked, his voice lower, sharper. Laura, sitting quietly across from him, folded her hands. "I'm not sure," she admitted. "The letter said it belonged to my biological grandmother. We never met. She apparently owned tech patents years ago, and everything passed to me after her estate closed." Patrick stared at her, struggling to reconcile the modest woman in front of him with the extraordinary figure on his screen. "Do you understand what this means? This isn't just money, this is generational wealth. People fight entire legal battles for a fraction of this." Laura's calmness surprised him even more. "I only came to confirm if it was real," she said softly. "I work at a daycare. I've never seen numbers like that." For the first time that morning, Patrick felt a sense of urgency. "Laura, you need protection, guidance, and a strategy. Right now." Patrick gathered his senior team immediately, ushering Laura into a private conference room reserved for high-profile clients. As spreadsheets, legal documents, and asset reports appeared on the screen, he explained each detail carefully, making sure she understood the scale of what she had inherited. Laura listened quietly, absorbing every word, her expression thoughtful rather than overwhelmed. What struck Patrick most was her composure. There was no excitement, no panic, just a grounded calmness that made the room feel different from any other client meeting he'd ever handled. "You're taking this unusually well," he finally said. "Most people would be celebrating or fainting." Laura offered a small, humble smile. "Money doesn't change my responsibilities. I still have rent, bills, and children to take care of at the daycare. I don't even know how to spend this kind of money." Her sincerity made Patrick pause. He had spent years surrounded by people chasing wealth, yet here was someone who possessed more than many corporations, and treated it like a responsibility, not a victory. As the team reviewed inheritance clauses and future royalties, Patrick found himself watching her more than the numbers. There was something refreshing about her honesty, something steady. And unexpectedly, he realized he didn't want this to be just another client who disappeared once the paperwork was finished. By late afternoon, all arrangements were complete. Patrick had ensured Laura's wealth was secure, her accounts protected, and a long-term financial strategy in place. As they walked out of the conference room together, he noticed how unassuming she remained, her modest posture unchanged despite the magnitude of what she now owned. "Laura," he began, his tone softer than usual, "I laughed earlier. I underestimated you. Today reminded me that wealth isn't about appearances or titles, it's about character." She nodded, her expression calm. "I don't blame you. People judge quickly. I've learned to expect it." The elevator doors slid open, and she stepped inside. Just before it closed, she added quietly, "Thank you for taking me seriously when it mattered." Patrick watched as the doors shut, the image of her walking away lingering in his mind. The day had shifted something in him, a rare reminder that humility can hold more power than any bank balance. The next morning, Patrick sent her a message: "If you ever need guidance, or someone to collaborate with, I'm here. Not as a CEO, but as someone who respects you." Laura read it while preparing breakfast before her daycare shift. She smiled, realizing that while money hadn't changed her, it had quietly transformed the millionaire who once laughed.